What is going on, YouTube? We are live on YouTube currently. You may be watching the VOD in the future. This is going to be posted about 12 hours after the live stream. So if you did miss the live stream, make sure to hit subscribe and that little bell for notifications, because I found out it actually notifies you when I go live on YouTube, which is super rad when you do that. So make sure to do that, and next time you can be a part of any announcements or any game modes that we do live on stream. Currently, we are playing NHL 18. It is day one. It is hour one for PS4 at least. I have switched over. I've made the switch. We went from Xbox One, which I dearly love, and I still like the interface of that. I think a little bit more than PS4, but all my friends play on PS4, so I made the sacrifice, and I think I'll like it this year. I need to get better at using the analog sticks down here. Weirdly enough, it really affects my game, but I was actually really digging my thumb into the analog stick on my Xbox controller, and I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's really damaged. So that's really odd, and I didn't know I did that, but hopefully it'll change with my placement here, but it's still kind of hard to get used to, and we'll probably play some HUD after this. But you came here for episode 1 of franchise mode, GM mode. I'm really trying to keep it called GM mode, but I understand they have to change it because you're not just the GM anymore. Let's announce the GM mode. Now is the time. Start watching, start subscribing, because this is going to be a long series. This one is probably going to be well into, December before the next one. So what do you want to do? We definitely want to do the 31 team with Vegas. I don't want to do 32. We're going to do a real NHL team. I think maybe separately we'll do a 32 team, but 31 team, that's what it's currently going to be in the next season. That's what we're going with. So obviously I am going to be a GM, but in real life I'm Coach Turbo, obviously. You guys all know that, so we got to go as Coach Turbo. So, okay, well, it spoiled the surprise, but the team we're going to be doing, we're going back to our NHL 15 roots, maybe early 16. I don't really remember. The beginning of this channel, Detroit Red Wings, my favorite team. As you guys know, I am from Michigan. I'm from the Detroit area, and I got to do it. For the first, the amount of changes and updates that have happened in NHL 18, a lot of people are thinking that it's going in the right direction finally, where it's not just a reskin roster update. It's, they're adding in new modes, they're trying new things, and this is like what the first year of next gen should have been. So instead of going with a brand new team that we've never done, which I think I will do in the next GM, but that's way down the line. I'm not even thinking about that right now. I'll do a vote or something. Got to do the Wings. Just with them missing the playoffs recently and the wealth of young guns that are coming up for them, I want to see it through, and I want to win a couple cups. We did win a cup with Colorado, and that rivalry between Colorado and the Red Wings was massive in the early 2000s. We got the Colorado Avalanche back to a playoff step. Hey, what's up, Steely Dan? And we got to get the Red Wings back. Maybe a big, long streak. I don't know if we can do 25 years, but a big streak is coming. There's some cuts we got to make, but let's do it. Would I like to customize a team? No, I don't think I need to. Unless you, I don't know. I'll do that in a different mode. I don't want to do the budgets and things. For this mode, I'm not doing that. We turned it off last time. It was the consensus that is a better idea, just so we can work around that. We're going to keep salary cap on, CPU trades. That's totally fine. Turn off the assistant coach. Okay, protection list is probably fine. Morale meetings. We'll keep them on, but like we did last year, it's not so much something that we want to always check out. So that should be good. Let's go to rules here real quick. Injuries, we're going to keep off until the playoffs. I think everything else is fine. Trade difficulty medium should be fine, right? That's what it always default as, and it's typically actually a little difficult. Let me, actually, I think we can save this preset. Oh, actually, I don't think we need to. Cool. All right. That should be good. Are there any advanced settings? I'm not going to get into it. We'll adjust all that in the future. So let's start it up. Keep the salary cap on. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know. We're just going to take a brief overview of the franchise, and I want to publish this video before we really get into it. So I can't do any simulating today. Maybe we can like kind of simulate a trade or something like that. Maybe not push it through, but like see if it would work. But I'm thinking one of the biggest things for the Wings would be getting rid of some dead weight. Obviously, there's a lot of bad contracts. We need to get rid of those contracts as soon as possible, or at least build something to contrast that. You know, bring up young guys that can work along these more expensive guys, and in maybe 2 or 3 years, we're a dynasty that has a low cost, just like we did in Colorado. So franchise mode is a little bit new, a little bit updated. I've watched very little about it, so bear with me. If there's something I missed, let me know. This is why we're not going to do anything until the video is at least published. So franchise tabs. So the tabs are hub, team management, and league. And we're not doing owner, obviously, so owner is off. But management is just trades, scouting. Hub is about stats, kind of like the front page. And then league looks like the league that was last year. So it's basically the same. Quick links, the same. The franchise overview is a more concise looking area than it was for like the calendar overview that was last year. I'm not sure if it's, you know, super updated, but it's pretty cool. But it looks like, yeah, you can check out some more information by clicking that. Calendar looks, I like the look of this calendar. It shows the weeks past and the week forward with events on it. That's very cool and quick. It's a lot quicker. Like I said, this is like what the first year of the next gen consoles NHL game should have looked like, I think. You know, what are we, like 3 years late? I know hockey doesn't get as much love as like soccer and Madden and even NBA, but yeah. But I like that edition. That's probably the best edition I've seen. The only thing is, I don't think, yeah, it doesn't look like you can move ahead days. It'd be nice if I could go in there and then maybe hit like the sticks or bumpers or something, and it would go ahead weekly or monthly, kind of like how the what was that? Was that in I think NHL 15 was the last one with that like scroll right before the next gen. It was a little bit different, but yeah. So if you guys are into this or have been playing it on Xbox a couple days early, let me know if there's any different things I may have not noticed, because obviously that's a pretty big deal with the new GM mode starting out. I really don't want to miss anything. I remember watching some Johnny Superman stuff back in the day, and it was when it changed over, you know, a couple years ago, and he missed a couple things and he was already simulating. I don't want that to happen. So if, you know, it looks like a reskinned, kind of more concise version of what last year's was, but I so far I like it. I wish it wasn't all white. It's just like, it's too bright, it's too much. And I know, like, I can feel my like monitor heat up when it just blares this white light out. I liked when it was like just black, dark, really chill mode. You could just go through and you didn't have to wear, you know, blue canceling glasses to play the damn game. But okay, so let's go ahead and, yeah, okay, check this out. It shows you when you manage roster and all this stuff, shows you details basically concerned with that certain aspect of team management. So upgrade your team, shows when the draft's going to be, how many players I've scouted. That's nice. And I can view draft class from one click. Let's see where this takes us. Like I said, I've never looked into this. I watched a very short video. Okay, view draft class. This should be, in the last one, it was a little more buried, so it's nice to be able to see this right away. Okay, yeah, so this is this year's. Hopefully we get a decent pick. If we get the same pick that we've gotten previous, I think it'd be nice to pick up. We could pick up Rasmussen, just like real life. But I don't know. Maybe picking up like a goaltender, like Stuart Skinner or something would be kind of cool. Change history a little bit. Velarde is another one that the Wings were looking at, but decided to not jump on. So, you know, it is what it is. We can also maybe use some assets to trade up. I don't know if that's something we want to do, but I do like that it starts before the draft so we can actually have that option, which is really fun. And let's see here. It still runs a little slow, which is maybe changed in like a future update, but at this point, running a little slow, you know. So yeah, progress reports and morale. So that's kind of weird. This is just progress reports. So if I went into, wait a second here. I think I can't switch. Yeah, I can't switch anything. It just shows what I can go to and manage roster because currently we're in the off season. So this will change to edit lines and things like that. And I can't trade anything, so I can't actually look at the route. This is kind of does suck, but we'll look at. Yeah, maybe we'll have to go here and go to progress reports so we can see who we've got in the system currently. So yeah, let's see. Zetterberg. Oh yeah, and everything has changed for the rating system, which I like. I like when that's updated because it sucks when there's just 1,099,000 overalls. It's just so annoying to me. So Zetterberg at an 86. I guess that's actually really good. I mean, Ovechkin is an 88 in this game, I'm pretty sure. At least in HUT he is. So that's great. That's a little weird to me, but I don't know. Whatever. What do you guys think? I think that's a little weird. I think he should be a little bit higher, but just for the fact of his, you know, just a shot alone. I don't know. And I'm not discounting Zetter, and I don't like this kind of view. And this might change. Yeah, you know. I like looking at it all on one page. So this might change though when it's not in progress reports. I understand, but I just wish progress reports would just pop up everything so I could see what was growing, what was doing that. I just like quick, so we can get through it as quick as possible. Nielsen, so we've got a great center to work with. Yeah, faceoff's currently at 80, so that'll be nice. So two great centers here. Tatar at 83. Obviously, I'd like to keep Tatar. He does have a lot of great offensive skills, but I'm not sure if Mrazek would be a better bet. Probably not, honestly, because he's already 27. But it does look like his puck skills are, you know, a little bit better, so he may have a little bit difference. Mrazek at 83 overall. I feel like, yeah, him being up at like an 86 or 87 like he was last year, that was a little weird. And then Larkin at 83. I know he had kind of a sophomore slump, but I think he should be a little higher. Maybe like an 84. Maybe 84. Well, the thing is, I don't know 100%. Like, who would you connect Larkin with directly? Like, who would Larkin on some other team? You know, who's a similar type of player, and what are they ranked? If they're also ranked like 83, then I guess it's fine. I'm not 100% on the rating system just yet, so you know, Howard at 82. That makes sense. It'd be cool if they could add in super streaky play, because sometimes he plays like a 90 and then sometimes it's almost relegated to certain periods. it's crazy watching that guy. Green, I mean, 81 seems a little low, but he's had some really big flubs, and it looks like he's got it kind of where it counts out front, where he actually specializes in. Cronwell at 81, man, he is just fallen off. I know injuries have played into it and things like that. Applicator, my grit, and yeah, so we've got a lot to do, a lot of work to do. Franzen's still on the roster. That's just upsetting. Okay, so now let's look at the future in the system here, and remember, this episode we're just kind of going over the actual team, and then we'll go into and work up to the next episode. We'll work into maybe some trades, some simulating, things like that. So Don't get too attached to this roster because we do want to make some trades, but you know what I mean. So in the system, not a lot of high overalls. I mean, obviously, yeah, Sashnikov obviously is going to be a good guy to work with. Yeah, it's just kind of tough. A lot of these guys just don't have the potentials that they used to, so it's going to be kind of hard remembering and figuring out what EA Sports has deemed all these guys, you know, in what they've done. Okay, so a couple NHL level talents here. This will be nice to get a couple guys. Okay, we got a top 4. God, how do you say that? H with an R after it. How do they do that? Hronek. That'll be nice. Nice top 4 guy. Hopefully we get him a ton of minutes. And hopefully we'll grab a nice player. Giovanni Smith. I actually saw him play in one of those tournaments. He actually looks pretty good for a two-way guy. He was doing a lot of dump and chase, leading into the zone. So I can feel like he'll make an impact on the team in the future. Hopefully, it'd be a lot of fun to see a nice left wing two-way guy that's young come up onto the NHL roster. So we've got like a handful of decent prospects. I definitely don't see a ton of great guys. Caro is our only real prospect for goal currently. Yeah. So we'll run with Mrazek for now, and hopefully he can... Hey, Jason. Good night. See you later, bud. Hopefully he'll work out for us in the future. But yeah, it's you know, it's not looking great. He might just be a bridge guy for us for the next couple years. You know, I wouldn't mind that, and we can get rid of a couple things, and then maybe run with like a rookie goalie for a year, maybe have him as a backup for 1 year, and then have him start in his sophomore season. I just see this as a big rebuild, and honestly, there's some good pieces. You know, Larkin, and if we do keep Tatar, which I'm not 100% on, but he could be that veteran presence of the future. You know, but pretty much everybody else is going to be gone in a few years, or even the next year or so. Both Zetterberg and Cronwall being 36, you know, it's not going to be the same kind of team. Obviously, Abby is a good player, but he is getting paid a ton of money, and this is a good bottom 6 player. He's not meant to be playing the top 6 minutes he's been playing. You know, he's quick and he does have grit, but I mean, I can't see that working in a regular season just every single night. It's just not how it works. Hopefully, Mantha, we can get up to a good top 6 kind of area. So let me know down in the comments or in chat currently if you know, like, what is the current realm of overalls for top 6 players, because it looks like obviously your top 3 are going to be like 86 and above at very least, maybe 85 and above if you have kind of a lower overall. There's not a lot of 90s, and there's not a lot of guys that peak way up there. So what is that top 6? Does it kind of cap off a certain... Are there 83s making it in the top 6 and doing really well? Or is it like your top 6 stays at 84 and above, 85 and above? Let me know if you know that, either in the comments down below, if you've kind of gotten a better grasp of the overalls in this game. And let me know any other things with overalls that have kind of changed that you've noticed, or if you've noticed maybe somebody's too low, somebody's too high. We can do some player edits, I think, still in this game. So if somebody's just stupid, like I think this is all pretty good with the current balance. You know, I feel like it's fine. Like I said, maybe there's 1 or 2 guys that are kind of low, but they are currently growing, so you have to take that into account. But you know, I think it's fine. I think we can run with it for our first GM mode, and we'll learn from that, and there will be updates in the future. So that's the current roster. We looked at the draft sheet that's coming up, so we will be doing the draft next episode most likely. And other than that, let me know all the projections and lines and trades and anything you can. Like I said, we are doing the live stream right now, so we're going to probably wrap up the franchise mode part of it, play some HUT and that kind of thing. But for the VOD, if you are watching on YouTube after the fact, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell notification so we can talk later.
What the hell is this? Huh, is there a ghost in here? That was a little weird. Hey guys, if you're watching on YouTube after the live stream and you want to be part of the action next time, we've got some great people in the chat currently. Thank you, by the way, for being in the chat. Make sure to follow the channel. Hit that subscribe button. It's a big red button on here. You can also hit the little Y4Turbo link. I think it's over here in the corner. It should pop up. And you can just subscribe to that. You can also turn notifications on, which will alert you to when I'm going live. We're going to pull back on Twitch a little bit and go more YouTube live stream. I understand a big majority of my audience obviously is on YouTube. It's easier for them to watch YouTube and to just see when I'm live and pop on. I know a ton of my subs do that. So thank you so much for that, and I want to make sure that everybody can see the content when they want to, not have to worry about missing a Twitch stream or jumping in at the wrong time. So let me know what works for you. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams here, and if you're watching this after the fact, let me know down below what we should do, what trades should be made, you know, who's going to replace who. Are we going to get a goalie in the draft? Are we going to do this, that, the other thing? Let me know. And like and subscribe if you dug it, and we'll see you next time out on the ice.